Jesus. What will it cost to reach the sheep that's lost? The ones in the street or the belly of the beast with these fatherless homes, children in the bandos, the spirits of the liquor store. Preachers with their strange doctrine, fornication popping, marriage the last option, abortion with no adoptions, murder at an all-time high, and marijuana's how we getting by. Every day another mother cries how good her baby was, running with them thugs. Truth has become the second nature. The media and government hate us. Church is scared to stand on your word. So how can it be taught? How is it heard? Lord Jesus, say how we reach your sheep in the street, the belly of the beast. Say welcome to the street of scriptures. Say welcome to the street of scriptures. Say welcome to the street of scriptures. Because it's the scriptures that the streets are missing. Say welcome to the street of scriptures. Say welcome to the street of scriptures. Say welcome to the street of scriptures. Because it's the scriptures that the streets are missing. Lord Jesus, say how we reach your lost sheep in the streets, the belly of the beast that's lost hope. Look in the coat. We need that Dr. Brady now faith, relentless like John Gray. Say how Marcus Rogers illustrate the Holy Spirit before he's taken away, and save souls before it's too late. We walking in these last days, so Holy Spirit give me the words to say for those that wanna be saved and set free. Cause who Jesus set free is free indeed. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but the demon seeds. Say as I walk in your ways, Lord, let the streets see. You're my source, you brought me from the same slums, the same gutter, so I can overcome. So Lord Jesus, say let me reach your lost sheep of the street, because that was once me. Say welcome to the street of scriptures. Say welcome to the street of scriptures. Say welcome to the street of scriptures. Because it's the scriptures that the streets are missing. Say welcome to the street of scriptures. Say welcome to the street of scriptures. Say welcome to the street of scriptures. Because it's the scriptures that the streets are missing. Time to get up and get ready, for the hottest morning show in the ATL. It's the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia First Black Governor. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the most interactive radio show live. We bringing the hottest news, the illest independent artists, and a whole lot of love, baby. Okay. Get up, roll up, sit back, and ride to the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show with your host, Georgia's First Black Governor. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Like Gov, you look black.
Sorry.
I guess this is what's happened when you gotta work and do more work and extra work. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What it do, Mr. Supreme Big Juice? I see you in the building. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia First Black Governor. So how's everybody doing this morning? Everybody doing good? Yeah, man. It's a beautiful Thursday. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. It's raining in the ATL, but it's still a good day, though. So how's everybody doing this morning? Hopefully you're having a great morning. Hopefully you're blessed to be alive. You're blessed to be good. You know, Big Juice say you look lonely.
Really, Juice?
He said you look lonely. You look lonely. lonely.
Like, mm-mm, mm-mm,
Oh, and I
mm-mm,
cry.
mm-mm, 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 mm-mm.
Don't be like that, man. Welcome to the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. It is the Mama Quita Love Series. How's everybody doing this morning? So it's a beautiful day in the ATL. Facebook looks dead, but it's cool. People tend to come in a little bit late. I understand it's raining, But what is everyone thankful for this morning? Mr. Supreme, what you thankful for this morning? Big Juice, what you thankful for? God is for us. My mom's is in the building. Good morning. What is everybody thankful for? I hear you, girl. So lonely. Oh, and I cry. I'm thankful for being alive. I'm thankful for my first lady, our children, parents, siblings, loved ones. I'm grateful for family, friends, foes, the trolls, those that love and hate me. I am grateful. I am grateful for everything that I have, everything that I've been kept from, everything that it is also coming. I am very, very grateful that I am above ground. And I'm grateful for each and every one of y'all that is in here watching, loving, supporting. Make sure y'all hit the like button and the share button. And if you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button. God for us says, thankful that although it's a rainy day, I have power to shine. Now that's what I'm talking about right there. Now what? So what you thankful for, Mama Quita?
Everything. I'm. It's y'all know it's not very often that I'm speechless, but I got so much going on today. Funny. So I'm just gonna say I am thankful for being here. I am. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm thankful for being here. I'm thankful for all of everything that has just happened just this morning. Like, okay, yeah, I'm grateful. Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Precious. Mike Supreme said, I'm thankful for growth physically, mentally, and spiritually. That's what I'm talking about. Big up to my people on Periscope. Big up to Periscope. To my people on Periscope. My people on YouTube, Facebook. I'm sorry, Periscope. Sometimes I kind of feel like y'all be neglected just a little bit. So please, because we're kind of new to Periscope, so Periscope, bear with us. Facebook, YouTube, they've been down. At Facebook been down for all 3 seasons. YouTube has been down a season, about a season, and so Periscope, go ahead and let us know that you in the building. When you pop in, just say good morning. Make sure everybody say good morning to everybody. This is an interactive radio show. Son, this is Mom. Okay, this is the channel. Yes, God for us. I got you. So yes, so I'm grateful. So Periscope, just come in, say good morning. Everybody say good morning to everybody, because everybody typically say good morning to everybody. You know, this, and I'm just reiterating this because we got newcomers coming in. We have new people that is joining us. So we are a interactive radio show. It's not one-sided. It's just not how me and Mama Quita feel or how I feel. This is it's a open 2-lane street, so everybody can be heard. Here we agree to disagree. So it is what it is. What and even if you disagree with somebody, the only person you can call out their name on the show is me. That's it. Um, Everybody else is off limits. Everybody else is off limits. I'm the only one who you can call out their name. But be careful, cause you know, I'm known to be Mama Quita's still working with me on that.
We praying.
So just keep me in prayer. Mama Quita's still working with me on that. So, the only person that you can call out, out their name is me. Right. So, your inspirational rant this morning. Big up to my PNC. Miss Precious is on Facebook. Her bestie, Miss Leslie. That's my partner in crime. Cause, she will give you the business if you come on here acting up. So Leslie put up a post. I just happened to see it. She did a live, and she asked the question to men, and the men was, the question to men was, do we like twerking? So let me, huh?
Jesus. Okay. No, go ahead. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, the question was, do we like twerking? Um, I responded and told her no. So, ladies, the inspirational rant for this morning: the things that men don't like. Now, boys like a lot of stuff, and 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 honestly, just because you reach a certain age does not mean that you have reached a mature level. Age just let me know how long you've been on this planet. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have fully come into what we consider to be manhood, which is responsibility and accountability. Okay? So listen. No, we don't like twerking. No, we don't like women who act like men. No, we don't have a problem with women having opinions. We just don't want you too boyish. We don't like loudness. We don't like foolishness. We like helpmeets. If you don't know what that is, hey, nope, this is my inspirational rant. You get your time when you get your time. So, do men twerk? I don't twerk. And I don't know no man who do twerk. But it's just a lot of things that men don't tolerate. See, men like women. We like women. And when we think of women, we think of them being soft and sweet and cuddly. Why you cutting me off? What's good? Now you sound like a robot right now. What's that? Hello. Good morning, Miss Farrakhan. We like pretty women. We don't really do a lot of makeup and all that other good stuff. We just like women to be nice and you know and do lady things. We like ladies, you know, and we like you to dress nice. We don't want you half naked. We like your body covered. You know, we we don't want to see all of your assets just because you have them. We like for you to be meek and modest and honest and truthful. And sometimes women can guide you, you know. So we like women who like to think and don't do a lot of gossiping and you know you keep yourself and you're clean and you look nice. You know, we don't like trash. We don't like you half naked. We don't want you twerking. And if I buy you something, then
maybe that's just for me and not the world. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are you just speaking from your point? Because I know some men who will argue with you and disagree with
'Cause
you.
then you're not a man. Like I said,
Mm,
you have boys and then you
mm,
have men. Men don't like foolishness and stupid. Mm-mm. Listen, I'm speaking from what scriptures say men like. Not necessary. I don't care about your opinion. I'm just listen. They can argue with me all day. If my girl want to twerk, then you twerk behind closed doors with me, not all on social media. If you want to be half naked, then be half naked in the house with me, not so the public can see you. Because you did a whole show on how women should conduct themselves. And I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of women who would disagree with you too. But then again, I wouldn't call them women. I would just say you're a girl in a 40-year-old body.
mm.
I know a 55-year-old boy that walks up and down Camerton Road with his drawers showing. That doesn't make him a man because he's 55. Age doesn't qualify you. Age just tell me how long you've been on this planet with the foolishness.
Mm. Okay.
But when you can conduct yourself, when you know there's a time and a place for everything, when you are accountable, when you are responsible, when you execute, when you do the things that you are supposed to do that is required by God as a man, then I give you that title. I give you that respect. Outside of that, you just a boy, Damon. You're a boy. You're just a boy, Damon, and that's what it is. So if you 35 and you twerking on Instagram, then you a 35-year-old little girl, and no man wants a little girl. 9 times out of 10, we already got one. We don't. The same way women don't want to try to raise men that your mama was supposed to do. And then
Mm.
it's the same thing with us. We not trying to tell you you're supposed to wipe from front to back. It's something you're supposed to already know. You're 40. You're 40, Sheila. You're 40. Act your age and not your shoe size. Okay? Right. That's all we saying. Listen, Prince said it best. Act your age and not your shoe size. Now, you can go line up all the little boys you know that want to disagree with me. And then we can go toe to toe. And then we can distinguish who's a man and who isn't. Because even if you say you make X amount of dollars, that still doesn't qualify you as a man. Because that doesn't mean that you handle responsibility. That doesn't mean you're accountable for your actions. That doesn't mean that you think wisely. That doesn't mean that you was taught properly. God for us said that is so true. Age is just a number for record keeping. That's right. Just let me know how long you've been here. That doesn't mean that you do man things. That's all I'm saying. So, that's my inspirational rant. So, Miss Precious, if you see my PNC, tell I came on publicly and answered the question, even though I did comment on it in her comments. No, we don't want you twerking unless the door closed and it's just the two of us. Not me, you, and everybody that's following you on Instagram and Facebook. We tired of seeing that. We tired of seeing the foolishness. We tired of seeing y'all fighting on Instagram. We tired of seeing that. We tired of little boys walking around here with their drawers showing. We tired. Men are tired. We tired. We tired of the foolishness. Time for y'all to just grow up. Act your age and not your shoe size. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we got Miss Portia Kirkland, Words of Wisdom. Good morning, Gates. Welcome to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. So, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we got Miss Portia Kirkland, Words of Wisdom. And then we're going to get into Mama Quita's Love Series, which is Guilt and Shame After Loss. Guess what?
We'll be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia's first black governor.
People on the night shift, the late drivers of Uber and Lyft, the night hawks, the creepers, heading home from the club, or you just up doing what grown folks do. You need to be tuned in to the hottest radio personality in the ATL, Big Ray Van Groove, from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. on Magic 107.5, 97.5, the real sounds of Atlanta.
YMCA.
Yeah, here's Pastor Dr. C.H. Brady, my pastor, would never change. And we'll be back with Portia Kirkland, Words of Wisdom, and the Mama Quita Love Series right after this.
turn their backs on you. Just remember, no, 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 no. So when you had it, when you had it, like giving up, just remember, he's never giving up on you. No, 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 no. Friends have come and gone, left you all by yourself. Just remember, look at you, he was always there for you. Yes, my God was never change. No, no, no. He'll never change. My God will never. He won't leave you alone. No, he won't leave you alone. So you want to go to church? No, 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 no. No, 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 he'll never change. Oh no, he'll never change. No, he'll never change. Keep on moving, keep on walking. He'll never change. If he said it, I believe it. I believe it. I receive it. Never, 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 never. Oh, my God will never change.
Yeah, that was Pastor C.H. Brady, Dr. C.H. Brady, with Never Change here on the Wake Bacon Coffee Morning Show. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Good morning. What it do? Periscope, Facebook, YouTube. How's everybody doing this morning, as they say in the South? Morning. Welcome. What it do, R.A.? Miss Precious is in the building. Good morning. Good morning, Gates. How you doing? Mama Quita back. Yay. So, we're going to get into Miss Portia Kirkland words of wisdom for today. Now, Mama Quita, let me tell you how I know that this is God's radio show. Okay? Because you gave me your title right before we went live, correct? Right? Right. So let me just go ahead and read Miss Portia. Go ahead and say what you got to say. Say what you got to say. Oh, okay. So, Miss Portia Kirkland words of wisdom goes as follows. Don't let guilt or shame keep you from talking to God. He loves to hear from you no matter what. Don't let guilt and shame keep you from talking to God. He would love to hear you no matter what. Hmm. Oh snap! My bad. Ooh, I'm sorry, Mr. Supreme. Um, yeah, start over, Mama Quita. Yeah, I sorry. My bad. I forgot. I forgot to hit the mute button. I sorry.
Hot dog. Okay, so now I got to say all of this again. I'm feeling some type of way, but
At,
that's all right. We're gonna let you have that.
at least
Okay,
paraphrase it.
okay. So first off, I have a confession. I was not prepared for today. So with that being said, I had a whole lot going on this week. Um, I was supposed to have the topic yesterday. Yeah, that didn't happen because, like I said, I had a whole lot going on this week. I was like, I get up in the morning, I prepare myself prior to the show. Yeah, well, a whole lot happened this morning. So I've been writing a book and I'm working on a chapter called Twins, and it's about guilt and shame. And when I got up this morning, I was praying and asking God to help me with what needed to be said and what topic is going to be discussed. And He said guilt and shame, but me being me, I was like, okay, let me go through these books, figure out what we're going to talk about. Well,
God just told you what to talk about.
okay, so let me tell y'all something. Just because you hear something, a lot of times we override or overrule because we have what we have going on. So yeah, he works things out. Okay.
Hmm.
So I texted a friend of mine and I was like, I need a topic for the show ASAP. And in the meantime, between her responding, I saw the Portia Kirkland Words of Wisdom with the guilt and shame. I was like, if that ain't confirmation. Okay, so when she called me back, and I was talking to her. She was like, yeah, let's talk about guilt and shame due to loss. Well, I lost my grandmother on Sunday, and we had another death in the family prior to that. It wasn't even a whole 7 days in between. Um, and guilt and shame is something that comes up quite often when it comes to death. So that's how we got the topic today, and then like God's movement, like God always works things out. He always puts things together and it always just works. I want to say that before God went into what he was gonna say, because then I didn't want him to think that I didn't see the Portia Kirkland words of friend. Y'all know I'm always transparent. But that's it. I'm good.
Oh well, I was gonna pretty much say she was just flat out. It doesn't require any true elaboration. Don't allow your guilt. And a lot of times we uh we feel guilty of things that we done, or like you said, a loss, or we feel guilt because we have been convicted by the word. We feel ashamed because we know we doing wrong against what God intend for us to do. So, and then because we fall into this guilt and this shame, then like she said, don't allow it to keep you from talking to him. Because a lot of times we refrain from going to God because we know we are wrong, or we know, or we make ourselves feel guilty, or we make ourselves feel ashamed. It's almost like in the Garden of Eden. It's like, yo, Adam, where you at? Uh, we over here hiding. We a little ashamed being naked. Who told you you was naked? Who you been talking to? And a lot of times when you fall into that guilt and shame, it's not God who you're talking to. Who are you talking to? Who are you having conversations with? Who's in your circle? Who are you receiving counsel from? That allow you to constantly feel the guilt. That allow you to constantly feel the shame. So don't be afraid. Stevie Steve. So don't be afraid. Don't allow guilt nor shame to keep you from talking to God. Don't allow the fact that you did what you wasn't supposed to do, now you out there naked for the world to see, keep you from having a full relationship with God. Because as Portia said, he'll love to hear from you no matter what. Because guess what? Adam still had to come out. Even though God is all knowing, he still would like for you to come to him. Good morning, Low Daddy. He still want to hear from you. So don't get bottled down in your guilt. Don't get bottled down in your shame. He said, place all your burdens on me. I'll carry that load for you because my burdens are light. Don't allow it to interfere with your relationship. Because we are all guilty of something. We all feel ashamed about something. But God is a redeemer. So why not talk to the one person you know that can bring you out of guilt? The person that gave his only begotten son to die for you, to say that you are not guilty and you don't have to be ashamed. Just a thought. So that's your Portia Kirkland words of wisdom for this morning. I'm going to read it one more time. It said, don't let guilt or shame keep you from talking to God. He'll love to hear from you no matter what. You can follow Miss Portia Kirkland at pkfaith.com. That is at pkfaith.com. I placed it in the comments on Facebook and on YouTube. Man, I'm sorry, Periscope. See, I told y'all, Periscope gonna hate me. They be like, you just keep forgetting about us, dude. So, you can follow Miss Portia Kirkland at pkfaith.com, at pkfaith.com. You can go read the word of wisdom for yourself. It is posted on the Georgia First Black Governor page on Facebook and the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show page and the fans of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show right here. So, we're going to take us another quick break, and when we come back, hopefully Mama Quita have everything situated and squared away, and we going to get into this. How you forget about Periscope? Periscope is where it started. Periscope, we live on Periscope. It's just that, because we kind of transitioned to Facebook, and Periscope is where we started with the other radio show. KIG. So that was their spot when the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show was birthed on Facebook, and then we migrated to YouTube, and now we on all three simultaneously. So Periscope, I'm sorry, because Low Daddy, you're right. That is where we met on Periscope. So Periscope, don't kill me, as they say, charge it to my head, not to my heart, And then I had to juggle 3-4 screens, Low Daddy. I got to look at the comments on Facebook, look at the comments on Periscope and YouTube. It's a lot of work over here. That's okay, because I'm going to hire a producer. And then I don't have to do nothing but just talk. I'm going to hire me a producer. No, I ain't got to do nothing, just talk. So,
for those of you who don't know Gov, he will not do well not taking care of everything.
Hush. I would. I don't mind if I had a producer, somebody else to worry about comments and slide in the comments to me, or I could just see the comments and don't have to worry about clicking the buttons, going to commercial and all that other stuff, and somebody else waving me commercial time and, you know, all that good stuff. That'd be fun. Whenever that sounds like fun to me. I told you, your facial expression don't scare nobody.
It ain't to scare nobody. I want them to look and take this facial expression. Okay.
And Steve, I'm going to answer your question today, Steve.
What's his question?
You know what Steve been asking. So, Steve, you might have an answer to your question today.
Lord.
I might have permission. I think I got permission today, Steve. So you might get an answer today. You're not gonna get a letter. You're not gonna get a verb. You're not gonna get a noun. You're not gonna get a pronoun. You're gonna get a name. You've been asking. Good morning, Miss Margot. So Steve, your question might get answered today.
All right, so come on, let's keep moving.
No, don't push me. So, don't push me. Don't rush me. Y'all know I was born 2 weeks late. You can't rush perfection. Stop playing. So we got manners and respect. Tell her, Miss Margot. Oh, is that for me? That was probably for me. I'm being respectful, Miss Margot. I promise. My mama watching. I got to be good. So we're going to take a break. Coming up, I got my man King Michael Supreme with Emotional Roller Coaster. We're going to play some commercials, and then we'll be back with more of the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show right after this.
You know, a wise man once told me, life gon' hit, and relationships gon' do what they do. But you can't scream, you just gotta talk it through. Love lost, love found. Miss me later, or love me now, I can have anybody I ever want, but all I want is you. Why you steady front? Love lost, love found. Miss me later, or love me now, Love lost, love found. Miss me later, or love me now, I felt a peace I never felt when our eyes connected. I heard the angel say, pay attention, you are the blessing that I've been praying for, patiently waiting for, the one my heart still continues to beat for. Wanted to take it slow, but couldn't slow it down. Wanted to brace myself, but couldn't hold it down. I find myself falling harder than trees for you. Old school SWV weak for you. I'm talking puppy love every day, can't wait to be with you. I'm talking me a day, thinking about your text and I miss you. Who would've ever thought the day would come, I really miss you. We barely talk, I never see you, babe, what's happening with you? Love lost, love found. Miss me later, or love me now, I can have anybody I ever want, but all I want is you. Why you steady front? Love lost, love found. Miss me later, or love me now, Love lost, love found. Miss me later, or love me now, Who would've ever thought the day would come, I really miss you. We barely talk, I never see you, babe, what's happening with you? I fell in love with your imperfections before your face. I saw God cover you in His mercy and grace. I know deep down inside we were meant to be together, but this the storm we gotta overcome to be together. We'll make it through the weather, or you'll find someone better. But I ain't looking, cause I know you are what makes me better. But we gotta get better at loving who we are, instead of scars we gain to get this far. I know it's scary catching feelings you try to suppress, but I surrender to the wind, that's why I ride it best. Love lost, love found. Miss me later, or love me now, I can have anybody I ever want, but all I want is you. Why you steady front? Love lost, love found. Miss me later, or love me now, Love lost, love found. Miss me later, or love me now, See, I was just on the gram, right? And I saw a post that said, You found them, but you keep looking. Don't run, just talk through it. Love lost, love found. Miss me later, or love me now, I can have anybody I ever wanted, but all I want is you.
Yo, Vegas. You know they say there's no more good men out here, right? I guess we're not that easily impressed.
Tell me, do you really know what love is? In and out relationships worthless. Man was put on earth with a purpose. Good woman by his side, together focused. See, listening to your friends can get you caught up. When you're going through the motion, hit God up. See, man was put on earth with a purpose. Good woman by your side to stay focused.
Say, can you be the first lady? Stand next to the governor. God's the foundation. That solid love, looking for a nigga. I put away niggerish ways, long with childish things. I'm a grown man. Can you sit at dinners that are correspondence? Know how to place your toes in sands and beaches for a rent. Say, understand, my blessings come in abundance. Know I attain favor. If it's you, I find. I love how you teach through your speech. You walk like a virtuous woman. So, baby, can you preach? Does wisdom grace your tongue? Can you stand next to a king? Say, nah, I ain't chasing riches. It's wealth I'm leaving. A heritage for our children. Starting it off with wisdom. And all of your getting understanding. Get this, the realest thing I could ever tell you is lean to God's understanding, not your girlfriend's whispering.
Tell me, do you really know what love is? In and out relationships worthless. Man was put on earth with a purpose. Good woman by his side, together focused. See, listening to your friends can get you caught up. When you're going through the motion, hit God up. See, man was put on earth with a purpose. Good woman by your side to stay focused.
Say, are you in church to find man or to find God? What are you bringing to the table besides that pretty face? What's between your thighs? Your pause has his answers, it contradict your eyes. Cover girl lies. Are you equally yoked with those you associate? With your girlfriend's drama be defecation we never ate? Say, do you have children? Do you love being a mother? What's the relationship like between you and the father? What's the bond with your parents? Where you see yourself in 5 years? Are you sheltered, driving, working? Are you moving up in corporate? What's your views on celibacy? Marriage, family, honesty, loyalty, have a sense of humor. Can you answer these? What's your skills in the kitchen that I'm missing? So delicious, make you that woman I'm willing to submit to. Will you submit to me? Would you pray with me? Wait, do you even know what love means?
Tell me, do you really know what love is? In and out relationships worthless. Man was put on earth with a purpose. Good woman by his side, together focused. See, listening to your friends can get you caught up. When you're going through the motion, hit God up. See, man was put on earth with a purpose. Good woman by your side to stay focused.
I guess you rule, that makes me Boaz. So do you really know what love is? They say love is patient, we don't have to rush this. We can take our time, work at it. God say love is kind and don't envy, boast or be proud. From Mars they can see how this purity gets down. Cause love ain't dishonest and love ain't self-seeking. Are you easily angered? Love, where's your meekness? Are you constantly speaking records of his wrong? Haven't healed from daddy's past, that's why you delight in evil. Say, will you rejoice in the truth? Especially if I speak it and you know I protect you. Cause God say that's what love do. Love protects, that means I profess, provide, always trust, and always keep hope alive. I preserve this love for you, cause love never fails. I love you, baby, sincerely, blessed.
Tell me, do you really know what love is? In and out relationships worthless. Man was put on earth with a purpose. Good woman by his side, together focused. See, listening to your friends can get you caught up. When you're going through the motion, hit God up. See, man was put on earth with a purpose. Good woman by your side to stay focused.
Yeah, welcome back to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. That wasn't for nobody to go out and get pregnant on. It was, I just thought they would both compliment each other. Don't come back and tell nobody you got pregnant listening to the music on the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. That was King Michael Supreme with Emotional Roller Coaster, and that was my twin, Bless, with Purpose. Purpose. Tell me. Yes. Love lost. So how's everybody doing? We're gonna wait the Mama Quita to get back in the building, and we're gonna get into the Love Series. Right. So we here. Steve, you still in the building? Mom. Oop. Well, Steve, look like you're gonna have to wait for a minute. Oh man. Mama Quita. Y'all in here playing baby making music between Bless and King Michael Supreme. Y'all in here playing all this baby making music on the Love Series. I don't want nobody saying they got pregnant listening. I'm gonna blame it on King Supreme. I'm blaming it on King Supreme. Steve said he's still in the building. So, how long ago that was? Couple of months. You said shaking my head. I'm just saying. I'm putting it on King Supreme. It's his song that's popping. That's gonna have the babies coming out. Supreme said we got to get these relationships right, and he right. We got to get the relationships 100. We got to get these relationships on point. Yeah, And I ain't mad at you, King Supreme. We do, cause it's a lot of hurt people out here hurting people. Welcome back, Miss Precious. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of hurt people hurting people. So we got to get these relationships right. We got to line them up. Got to let these folks know this is what it is. But King Michael Supreme, he got some heat. He got more heat besides that. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. And I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna let the music speak for itself. You don't have to take my word for it. And Miss Margot, because you asked, Purpose should be on Spotify by tomorrow, no later than Monday. Purpose will be on Spotify. So if you're not following Bless on Spotify, I just got the information yesterday. They are releasing it. And you can still go and purchase it if you want. What is these people called, Mama Quita? No. Where you can go buy Purpose. You can go and buy Purpose. If you want your own personal copy, you can go get your own personal copy of Purpose. If you just don't feel like going to Spotify, you can go out there. Steve, right. Steve said, I got my copy. Matter of fact, Steve was the first person to get a copy. That's all I'm going to say. So I put the link in on YouTube. So it's there. AnthonyMediaLLC.com/purpose. And you can go purchase Purpose. I should have been a rapper. King Supreme, you gonna teach me how to rap? I should have been a rapper, yo. Mama, why you looking like that? Is your screen frozen? Look like I'm gonna just go out on a limb. Stop bragging, Stevie. Stevie Steve, YouTube says stop bragging. Michael Supreme say he gonna teach me how to rap. So I'm gonna get my I'm gonna get my rap on. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn from these cause Bless don't want to teach me nothing. He just want me to play his records. And if I don't, then he go crying to Mama Quita. So yeah. So Mama Quita, are you ready? 1 second. Man. Your second up. 1. Oh man, is that somebody trying to rob Chase? Nah, I'm just joking. You getting your notes. I wouldn't do that to you, Mama Quita. You got your notes? You know. How far are you away from stationary? About 15 minutes. Hey, you and Miss Margot gonna stop fussing at these folks driving. Cause they can't hear y'all. Y'all in y'all car, they in their car.
All right. Okay. So let's get this thing popping.
You ready,
All
Mama
right.
Quita?
I'm ready. I'm
And
ready.
Mama
I'm
Quita,
ready.
please forgive me, cause I keep forgetting to hit y'all. Take you off of mute.
Really?
It's
So
one of
we done had all this conversation and nobody could hear me?
hey, a lot of this conversation you might be glad some people can't hear.
Oh, okay. No, I don't care. You hear what you want to hear. I don't care. Um, okay, so y'all heard me before we went to break. Um, I lost my grandmother, and then we had another death in the family, and it wasn't even a whole 7 days in between. And my oldest son, okay, so prior to now, my grandmother would have been 94 March 24th. And, once you get from that little girl age into, well, the little people age into the teenage years, into the early 20s, late 20s, early 30s, late 30s, your priorities begin to change. When I was younger, grandma house, that was where we was. She kept us, she did for us all that good stuff. Then you get into your teenage years and your early and late 20s, and life happens and you're doing everything. And she was in a different state. Not a different state. She was in a different city. I'm in Atlanta. She was in Savannah. And as the time went, of course, health changes. And you start realizing not only their health is changing, your health is changing. Their situations are changing, your situations are changing. And I started having this tug. No, last summer, my grandma said, when you and my baby's gonna come and spend some time with me. And I made a promise. I was like, Grandma, woo, we gonna come. Um, we're gonna come. And at the time, nope, it was prior to the summer. At the time, I was not working. And I told her that once I got settled, I was gonna come and spend time with her. Well, I made that time in October, and then again for Thanksgiving, we spent more time with her because when she said time, she meant coming, sitting, staying, and not rushing. Because usually when I would go, it was always come, hey grandma, we might eat some, and we gone. It was a type of situation where we was always rushing. She just wanted time. She just wanted time with her baby where we could have conversation, and she wanted to know that she was important to me. And I was able to give her that. And that was beyond words to me. But I was talking to my oldest son because my oldest son was not able to go with me. And he wasn't able to because he had to work. And then when we went for Thanksgiving again, we sat with grandma, but it wasn't what he called spending time with her. So when I told him she had passed, um, initially he was he does what he does. My son is one who he doesn't show a lot of emotion. He internalizes everything, but I knew he was taking it in and dealing with it his way. So then he came back and he said, Mom, he asked me, we knew that she was in the process of transitioning, but he was like, so what happened? And I explained to him how everything happened. He was like, I never told her goodbye. He's like, Grandma used to always say, don't say goodbye. You tell me you're going to see me later. And that was her saying, don't ever tell me goodbye because I'm going to see you later. And as he was talking, I could see it all over his face. And then he was like, I never got a chance to have the conversation that I wanted to have with her. I never got a chance to spend that time with her that I wanted to. And I knew what he was talking about because that's exactly where I was when I had to make the time to go sit with her. I took 3 days and I sat with her them 3 days. And I could see it on his face. And I was like, so now you feel bad? He was like, yeah. He was like, I do. Because I know I could have did, should have did better. And I was like, okay. But a lot of us, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Because some people feel bad because they had just had an argument with the person that didn't say stop. Or some conflict groups, we take like our lives, we take other people's lives for granted. Yeah. Am I breaking up?
You sure are. That's how I know you over by the Arabian Mountains.
I'm not over there.
You
I'm
not
not
up?
even there.
No? Well, you breaking up. So I tell you what, when you come out of your area, we'll be right back with Mama Quita. With more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. See? This is what happened when you have technical difficulties. You ready now? You sure? You right?
I think I can't tell you what the area is gonna predict. Can y'all
I can see you.
can you hear me?
I can hear you too. Well, I can hear you.
Can they see me, hear me?
I'm pretty sure they can see you, hear you too.
Okay, I apologize.
You sure? You sure?
Dude,
Go ahead, keep going. We ready.
so a lot of guilt, the shame, prior situations. Whereas we can also take into consideration the situation with Kobe's family. You know, he and his mom and dad had their issues. So his family, and I'm quite sure somewhere in huh, his mom and his dad,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
But I'm sure somewhere in there. Now, let me clear this up with me saying that. A lot of people say that, you know, it was wrong. But here's my take on it. You don't even know if they wanted to because of the type of relationship that they had. You don't know if they held guilt and shame on the inside because of the estranged relationship that they had. So no one can speak on whether or not it was right or wrong. It's really not your call. You don't know where that relationship stood between Miss Bryant and his family. So I just wanted to say that. But with that being said, I'm quite sure there were some feelings when that loss took place. And a lot of people, what we have to understand that our mind, our brains are wired for negativity. We our brains compact the negative things and it has more of an impact than the positive things. Why do you think when people are experiencing life, most of your life can be positive, but all you remember is the negative things that happen? Or in a relationship, most of the relationship could be good, but you emphasize the negative more than you emphasize the positive. Our brains are wired like that. I'm gonna read something that I pulled up when I get where I'm going that further explains that part. But the guilt and the shame is extremely heavy because 9 times out of 10, we are our biggest criticizers. We are the judge, the jury, and the executioner when it comes to self. Life is promised. Something my other grandma used to say was, don't go to bed and you angry at nobody because you don't know if they're gonna wake up tomorrow. You don't know if you gonna wake up tomorrow. Make amends before the sun goes down. Ain't that what the Bible says?
It
Don't let the
does.
sun go down in your wrath. I'm doing this off the top of my head driving. Um, a lot of times when someone passes, our mind is in a state of confusion, chaos, because we're trying to make sense of what our reality has already made sense of. Now our worldview or our reality has been shattered, and now it's left up to us to figure this thing out. We got to put some kind of order to this chaos and this confusion, and a lot of times that causes us to start thinking back and being in a place of regret, being in a place of guilt. Because as we look back over the relationship, we can see where we could have did better. We can see where we could have spent more time. We can see where I could have been a little bit more compassionate or understanding. And I shouldn't have started that argument. So now we're trying to make sense, but instead of making sense, we're holding ourselves responsible for things we couldn't control. You can't control whether or not someone lives or dies. You're not God. except for with the handful of people who sat down and thought about premeditated murder and they knew they were going to kill somebody. Yeah, that's a whole different story. But other than that, you don't call nobody home. You can't control whether or not they have breath in their body the next morning. But you start thinking about the things that you can control and how things could have went differently, should have went differently. So, yeah, that guilt and shame, we cause it. It comes from an internal place.
Hello? It does. So guess what? I think Mama Quita is arrived where she needs to be. We're going to take us a quick break. And when we come back, we'll be back with more of this guilt, shame after a loss right here on the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show.
We'll be back with more of the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia's first black governor.
I've come too far to give up now. Made it this far, I wonder how. Father, I just wanna make you proud, and I don't ever wanna let you down. Carrying my cross, I chase the crown. Life get heavy, knees hit the ground. Battle cry in my heart, they hear the sound. Sweat just dripping from my brow. Driving to the lane, I'm getting foul. Devil been talking, getting loud, but I ain't tryna blend in with the crowd. Cause what did they ever do for me? Man, I was blinded, now I see. Made mistakes, can't blame the enemy. It's time to confront the enemy. So I'm here and I'm praying, I'm bending knees, yeah. I can't make it without you, can't take it without you. Been faking without you. I can't make it without you, can't take it without you. Been faking without you, mistakes, I see it now. I got these tears, I'm breaking down. Smiling when everyone's around. Won't ask for help cause I'm too proud. But Lord, you see beyond my mask. And you know that I won't last. You say slow down, I'm moving fast. I'm chasing the love, chasing the cash. I'm chasing the high and then I crash. Your love is the only thing that lasts. You know my future, see my past. And you see when I'm running out of gas. I cannot hide from you. Even in my mess, you got me through. Saying not my will, but yours be done. I messed up and I jumped the gun, but I can't make it without you, can't take it without you. Been faking without you. I can't make it without you, can't take it without you. Been faking without you. Too far to turn around. You brought me here, won't let me down. No, I can make it with you, I can take it with you. I ain't breaking with you. I can make it with you, I can take it with you. I ain't breaking with you. I can't make it without you, can't take it without you. Been faking without you.
But without me, you're nothing. So yeah, so we still here, man. We'll be right back with more of the Mama Quita Love Series, Guilt and Shame After a Loss. But before that, we got to bring her in with a bang. Here's her baby daddy without the baby. Here's the Love Series theme song. This is my man Sean Isaac with Love You Harder, and we'll be back right after this.
Tell me something I need to know. Then take my breath and never let it go. If you just let me invade your space, I'll take this pleasure and take it with the pain. And if in the moment I bite my lips, baby, in the moment you know this is something bigger than us beyond bliss. Give me a reason to believe it. And if I want to keep you, I got to love you harder. I gotta love you harder. And if I really need you, I got to love you harder. Love you harder. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Harder, harder, harder. I know your motives and you know mine. The ones who love me, I tend to leave behind. If you know about me and choose to stay, then take this pleasure and take it with the pain. And if in the moment you bite your lip, when I get you moaning, you know it's real. Can you feel the pressure between your hips? I'll make you feel like the first time. And if I want to keep you, I got to love you harder. I gotta love you harder. And if I really need you, I got to love you harder. Love you harder. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Harder, 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 harder. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Harder, 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 harder. So what do I do if I can't figure it out? I gotta try again. Oh, so what do I do if I can't figure it out? Said I'ma leave again. Said I got to love you, baby. I said I gotta love you, baby. And if I really need you, I got to love you harder. Love you harder. And if I want to keep you, I got to love you harder. I gotta love you harder. And if I really need you, I got to love you harder. Love you harder. Yeah. Love you, love you, love you. Harder, harder, harder.
This is so sketch.
Love you, love you, love you, love you.
You back at it again.
Harder, 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 harder.
ODLTL.
Y'all know what time it is.
Hey y'all, allow me to introduce myself. I'm
Mama Quita.
and this here is the Mama Quita's Love Series.
Y'all know what time it is.
So grab your pen and your pad and put on your thinking caps, and let's get down to this relationship business.
Y'all know what time it is.
Mama Quita's Love Series.
Yeah. Y'all know know what time it is. So we back, man. Mama Quita Love Series. Hey, Mama Quita. And you off mute this time, Mama Quita.
I think I'm ready, y'all. I'm
You ready
sorry.
now? You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do apologize. I just told y'all my grandmother passed, so I'm trying to get myself together so we can get out of here this afternoon. So I had some things to get taken care of prior to leaving. So, with that being said,
Stevie say you back in your spot. Right.
I'm back where I need to be right now. I am. And I want to read you guys how the brain works.
You watching, Mama Quita?
It died. I've got to look it back up because my computer looked like it kicked me out of what I wanted to read you guys. But anywho, so our minds get comfortable with our circumstances. So our relationships are complex. Wow. I did pretty good without notes, y'all. I'm kind of shocked. I followed my outline real good. Okay. Our relationships are complex at all times. It doesn't matter what type of relationship. All relationships are complex, and all relationships at some point come to a place where you're gonna have conflict. You can't get around that. So life goes on. That's a guarantee. Conflict goes on. That's a guarantee. But you can't change the future. You can't control the future. And a lot of times, like I said, because we get comfortable and we take people for granted, we can't really imagine our worlds without that person or those people. It's like, wow, this person is gone. I took the time that I had with them. I could have did so much more with them. I could have reacted differently. I could have took more time with them. I could have all of these could have, should have, would have. And again, you're back in that place of guilt and shame because of those coulda, shoulda, woulda. You become again your judge, your jury, and your executioner. So how do we get out of that? How do we get out of that place? Thank you, Miss Margot. How do we get out of that place? Who? Oh, thank you, Stevie C. But how do we get out of that place? How do we, once you get inside of your own mind, and that's where a lot of people don't even realize, once you are your biggest enemy, being in your own head, how do you battle yourself when you're the one with the negative self-talk? This goes back to what I've been saying. You have to learn how to look in the mirror and begin speaking affirmations to yourself. You have to learn how to be the best you every day. And that doesn't start when someone dies. For some of us, it is when someone dies. But if you're already practicing these things, when that person passes, you're okay because it doesn't become an internalized thing. Even in the situations where people pass unexpectedly, honestly, everybody passes unexpectedly. I don't care how much you do to prepare yourself, you're never fully prepared. You never can be fully prepared. We knew my grandmother was passing, but it doesn't mean that we were prepared. You could have made all the arrangements, everything is laid out. But when that person takes their last breath, you're not fully prepared. So when you have someone who passes and it was really an unexpected, that means yesterday or even an hour ago, anything could have happened. We could have been arguing. I could have just cussed you flat out. And 5 minutes later, you had a heart attack. And the first thing we do in our minds is we internalize. That was my fault. But you have to be able to show yourself self-compassion. You have to understand. I don't care how much you do or did, you don't have that much control over nobody's life. You don't have that much control over your own life to make someone die. There was nothing you could have did, whether you was loving on that person 5 minutes ago or yelling with that person 5 minutes ago. You were not responsible for their death. And you have to realize that. And you also have to understand, as much as I would have liked to change things, as much as the things I would have liked to say, I don't know about y'all. I like to remember people the way that I'm used to seeing them. So I can literally see in my head my grandmother sitting in her chair smiling. I that's the image that I see, her smiling and having a conversation with us. So I'm not going to go see the body. That's not the last image I want to see ever and have of her in my memory. But for some of you all, you might need to go to the graveyard, or you might need to go to the wake, or if they're not already in the earth or whatever. And you may need to say those things that you didn't get to say while they were here. You still may need to release that to release yourself. That's a part of healing and getting past it. Ms. Margot said we cannot make the sun rise or shine. We can't. Because you're not God. We can even look at people's health and say, well, I knew their heart was weak, or I knew that they weren't in the best health. You have people who are A100 falling out, flat, dead. Again, it has nothing to do with you. You don't have that much control. Like it or not, love it or not. Life and death is a part of life. I'm sorry, birth and death is a part of life. These are natural cycles. Everybody has a time. So you have to take every moment, every second that you get with people. Treat people how you want to be treated. Love on people, especially those who you love. I had to apologize last night because I realized I was taking out an internal issue on my better half. He didn't do anything, but because it was an internal issue that I was dealing with, I took it out on him. And I had to go back and apologize. Yo, you didn't do it. You didn't deserve it. I'm sorry. Treat people how you want to be treated, whether they realize what's going on or don't realize what's going on. You know when you're wrong. You know when you've not really spent time with the people who need your time. And then the thing is, it's so funny because we'll spend time with the people who don't give you their time. You begin to prioritize all wrong. All wrong. Get your priorities straight. Let those people who are important to you know they're important to you. Do what needs to be done. Apologize. Love them. And then when they pass, you'll still look back and say, dog, I could have did this, I could have did that. But when you're in a good place yourself, guilt and shame won't take a hold. Because you're going to be in a place to say, well, you know what? I did all I could do. That self-talk, because I don't care how much you do, even in the good, the negative self-talk is still going to try and come up. It's still going to creep up. I know what I did with my grandmother. I know I made sure that I gave her her time. I made sure I called her. I made sure I talked to her. And guess what? Even after all of that, I still, in my head, is like, but what about all those years that went by and I rushed in and I rushed out? And yeah, but guess what? Before she left, she knew I loved her. She knew she was the apple of my eye. I don't care about nobody else. So I'm not going to let that negative talk kick me in the butt. I can't do nothing about those years that passed back. I can't even do nothing about today. You can't change the past, but you can definitely change the future. All right, good. Give me a break. Let me find this article I want to read to y'all, and we shall be back in a few minutes.
We'll be back with more of the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia's first black governor. Swim the Distance 100-mile swim club is a member-only swim challenge that helps you push yourself to the limit in the water in 2020. This lap swimming challenge starts in January and ends December the 31st. Swim at your own pace with your own strokes for as many days as you need to reach 100 miles. Register for the challenge online. Be sure to ask a Y lifeguard the distance of your Y pool so you can keep track of your miles. Young
Family YMCA.
Young Below the belt
those days. Below the belt. Below the belt. Below the belt. Young
Family YMCA.
Yeah. Here's my man Glenn Travis with Feel the Love.
Someone told me love was only in the movies. It don't exist in real life these days, no. But you showed me if I only just find the faith I need to believe. Anything is possible if you want it bad enough. Know the sky ain't too high, test your limits. You can feel unstoppable, incredible. Almost there, I can see I'm so ready. This has gotta be tonight. The dreams come true. Hey, everything feels just right. I guess when I'm with you, just know that I'll be holding on. Did you feel my love? Did you feel my love? I'm how you like. Did you feel my love? Oh, yeah, when I'm with you, just know that I'll be holding on. Did you feel my love? Did you feel my love? Hey, someone told me that it's unlikely to do all the things you wanna do, 'cause life just ain't fair now. But don't be lonely, find somebody, then it won't be so hard for you to see that anything is possible if you want it bad enough. Know the sky ain't too high, test your limits. You can feel unstoppable, incredible. Almost there, I can see I'm so ready. This has gotta be tonight. The dreams come true. Hey, everything feels just right. Guess when I'm with you, just know that I'll be holding on. Did you feel my love? Did you feel my love? I'm how you like. Did you feel my love? Oh, yeah, when I'm with you, just know that I'll be holding on. Did you feel my love? Did you feel my love? Everything that I've ever wanted right in front of me. Not a dream, eyes wide open. Girl, I'm here and I'm coming in. Doors are closing. I won't run 'cause I'm chosen. I won't run 'cause I know that this has gotta be tonight. The dreams come true. Hey, everything feels just right. Guess when I'm with you, just know that I'll be holding on. Did you feel my love? Did you feel my love? I'm how you like. Did you feel my love? Oh, yeah, when I'm with you, just know that I'll be holding on. Did you feel my love? Did you feel my love?
Yeah, that was Glenn Travis with Feel My Love. We are here back live with Mama Quita on the big screen for the Mama Quita Love Series. Hey, Big Juice, welcome back. I don't know if you saw some of the comments. Miss Margot told you to keep on preaching. Stevie Steve on Facebook said he still goes see his grandmother to this day, 24 years now, and talk to her. God for us said, you're right. Time is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Be present at all times. And yes, Big Juice, that's my skydiving song before the marriage. You're absolutely right. I think I got one that'll jump out the plane with me, Big Juice. Like Geronimo.
Really? That's what we doing. That's the skydiving for the marriage.
Yes.
Oh Lord, that's hilarious. Okay, so as I was driving, I was referring to how our brains are wired to really take on the negative experiences rather than the positive ones. And this is called the negativity bias of memory. And in a book called Buddha's Brain by neuroscientist Rick Hansen, he explains that the negativity bias is a biologically adaptive response key to our survival as a species. And in the book, he says, but here's the problem. Your brain preferentially scans for, registers, stores, recalls, and reacts to unpleasant experiences, as we've said. It's like Velcro for negative experiences and Teflon for positive ones. Consequently, even when positive experiences outnumber negative ones, the pile of negative implicit memories naturally grow faster. Then the background feeling of what it feels like to you can become undeservedly glum and pessimistic. So, for grief and for guilt, that means your brain automatically goes to everything that you did wrong. That means your brain automatically starts, it rewinds your memory, it goes into your memory, and then you start scanning all your memories, and the things that come up are the negative ones. And this reinforces judge, jury, and executioner. Then that reinforces guilt and shame. So at that point, you really almost have no hope, honestly, because you've already condemned yourself. So we got to do what we got to do in order to make sure we're not caught up in the guilt and shame and blame game. Y'all like that, right? That was bars. Guilt, shame, and blame game.
Oh, we got a rapper in the building. King Supreme, you might got some competition.
Miss Margot said you'll be crappier than a goose. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's take this time while we have time. And like who was that? God for us said, be present at all times. Period. Friends, families, and even foes. Y'all know, even with your enemies, God said, love your enemies. You can actually win over even your enemies. Now, I ain't telling you to be no fool. I ain't telling you to be no fool now. But what I am saying is, oh, we had this conversation on Tuesday. Hot dog, I just lost it that quick.
Well,
Are you serious right now?
Don't lose it. Bring it back. Roll it back in. Roll the bait back
Y'all,
in.
my memory is horrible.
That's
And
bad.
one day I'll share that story with y'all too. That just won't be right now.
Big
But
Juice said
I
the
gotta
mem-
work on this memory thing.
Big Juice
Juice
said
said the memories will always still be there, but the love may be faded away. But you still think about that person all the time. Ms. Margot said, I know that's right, Quita. Read enemies. Yeah. Listen, I don't have time in my life at this point. I will be 40 on Monday.
Ooh, jeez.
And my life, I've wasted enough time on food. And I was just telling Gov, don't react to food. At this point in our life, we have come far enough where we should be able to not react to food. You ain't got to say everything that come in your head, pop in your head at all times. Because y'all know I can maintain some things. I may not be able to maintain my facial expression, but I can hold stuff in. And the reason I can hold stuff in, because I let it just go like this. It goes, and I go, shake it off. Done. So even my enemies, I ain't got time. You talk about me, all that means is you put my name in the atmosphere. Keep talking about me, boo. Because that means my blessings come. It don't even matter to me. I don't even know how I got here. We was talking about the loved ones and guilt and shame. All right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Grammy is gone. I loved her. She loved me. I know that was it. And I know life still goes on. I can't live in the past of regret. Period. And you shouldn't either. Forgive yourself and make your future going forward better with everybody else. Ms. Margot said, child, I'll be 57 April 23rd, and you look good, beautiful,
That's like chili.
wonderful.
That's like chili.
That says, child, get it together.
That's like chili.
Child, get it. Okay?
Spelled like the country.
No, it says, child, get it together. Okay? Get it together. But that's my segment, y'all. Big Juice say, don't lie, mama. You bring flowers, you'll start crying. I bring you flowers, you'll start crying. You know, I have to disagree. I've been in a place where I have realized that I am really emotionally disconnected. I can't even tell you last time I cried. Honestly. So when we go to this funeral, I may have a spell, I may not. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I got to get the emotional side back together, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. When you rest in the peace of God, it's not that you're emotionally disconnected, it's that you're at peace with whatever comes in life. And I was really, to be honest and transparent, for a little while, I was feeling some type of way because I realized, no, I don't think this is healthy. Like stuff going on and I don't have no emotional reaction. So I started praying and asking God, like, God, is this really like, I don't think this is healthy. And he said, you're resting in me. God will give you peace beyond understanding in the midst of every storm, in the midst of every test. Even, and this may sound weird, but in your peace, he will be your Only people who have been there can understand what that means. But when you learn how to rest in God, all the emotional stuff, it really just kind of disappears. It does. But if I told y'all the stuff that I've been through and I'm going through, you really understand what it means to trust God with everything. And when I say everything, I mean trust God with everything. Then when things are thrown at you, death, health, health of your children, health of your parents, possibly losing someone, having to go even under surgery for a major surgery, stuff that would normally scare you, scare others around you, scare anybody in their right mind. People will start asking you, are you in your right mind? Yeah, I'm in my right mind. I just rest in God. I rest on what His promises are. I rest on what He's told me. Even resting in God will also keep you looking like you be 40 looking like you 20 versus 40 looking like you 60. As the Bible says, you'll be in the pit, in the fire, but you won't come out smelling like smoke. You come out smelling like roses. I put on Facebook all the time, I don't look like what I've been through. But that's because I rest in my peace is in God. So I think that's about it for me, y'all. I got like 4 minutes and I got to be on a conference call. But that's it for our Thursday Love Series. I hope I was a piece to somebody. I hope I could help someone find hope. I realize it's been a lot of death. Everybody that I've talked to have been surrounded by death over this season. A lot of people being called home. So I know this was something that was kind of close to my heart for personal reasons, but also I was talking to a friend yesterday and she was like, there were six deaths that she's dealt with in the last 2 weeks, and that's her and the people that are close to her. So this is a season where people are losing people, and believe it or not, y'all, because of the times that we're in, it's not gonna get better. It's not. So I advise you to really hold on to the ones you love. Spend time with them, let them know you love them. Don't take nobody's life for granted, including your own. Spend time with yourself and love on you. Take some time and take care of you. Get a mental break, a spiritual break, an emotional break, and a physical break if need be. Take some time for you. Okay, I'm done for real. Anything else you got to do?
Steve said, I'd just like to say thank you for the love series today, even with what you're going through. No petitions ever for this lady. Now that I have a problem with. Because every 5 minutes, I'm being protested and petition. But Mama Quita don't get one. Mama Quita don't get a petition, but I get petition. Oh, okay. That's cool. Hot beans. I ain't mad. It's all good. And Steve, I was gonna tell you something. Said thanks so much. God for us said thanks so much for the truth today. Gotta go to school. Love y'all. Love you too, Mom. Thank you for coming in and rocking out with us. And Miss Margot, Steve, Miss Terry, Mr. Charles, Mr. Greg, Miss Precious, Big Juice. Who else is on here? My man, Mr. Michael Supreme, King Michael Supreme is in the building. I thank everybody for tuning in and rocking out. Mama Quita, I love you. Thank you for being transparent and being down with us for today. Gov, you got that right. We're going to stop them from petitioning you too. Right, y'all going to stop petitioning me too. But it's all good. So, but I did say something to Stevie Steve. Stevie Steve has been asking me this question since January. No. November? December? November? Help me out, Mama Quita.
Before that.
Right. So, Stevie, so are we going to oblige Stevie Steve's request?
It don't matter.
Oh, man. Big Juice, that's y'all. Bye, Gov and Mom. Have a blessed day. Thank y'all. So, Stevie Steve, I was asked last night.
Miss Margot said, man, don't for it. Don't do it good. That's what Miss Margot said.
So, Stevie Steve has been asking this question. And Stevie Steve, let me just be 100 with you. I was asked yesterday, when was I going to disclose or divulge this information? So I was like, yo, I'll go live and do it on the show, especially since, I'm being asked. So, Stevie Steve, I'm going to do you one better. Not only am I going to give you a name, I'm also going to give you a face. So, Stevie Steve, are you ready? I got less than a minute, Stevie Steve. You ready?
Miss Margot said, don't divulge it.
Don't divulge the information. Well, I was asked when I was going to put this out. And I asked, can I put this out? And I was told, let's rock and roll. So Stevie Steve, are you ready? Because not only am I going to give you a name, I'm also going to give you a face. So, since you said yeah, here you go, Stevie Steve. Here's the name and the face. Are you ready? Let's get to it.
Y'all know what time it is. Mama Quita
Love Series.
Y'all know what time it is.
I got to go play this video.
Mama Quita Love Series. Mama Quita. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get up and get ready.
So, Stevie Steve, there you go. You got a name and a face. I see y'all back here on Monday with more than WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. And Stevie Steve, take me literal, not just the commercial. We love y'all, man. We got to get out of here. Here we go.
It's time to get up and get ready.
Yeah.
For the hottest morning show in the ATL. It's the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show. Live with Georgia First Black Governor.